Alright, after our seat shaker we have the lane eye program. Here it checks the ignition switch. If it's not pressed, it goes over and turns on an extra light. I used this light earlier to show how the seat shaker worked. That's just meant to represent the center of the road or some way of tracking the center of the road or center of the lane that you're in. So that's all that is. After it turns that on, it checks the turn signals. If either of the turn signals are pressed, it goes through and loops the system. So it will go back and check those three switches again. If neither one is pressed, then it goes over and checks two photoresistors. And the way this worked, if the photoresistors read less than 250 ohms, it turns the motor one way or the other depending on which sensor it is reading less than 250. It runs that motor for 1,000th of a second and then repeats or goes back through and loops the entire thing again. If it's still off center, it will run the motor again, and it will keep doing that until neither photoresistor reads less than 250. And when that happens, it goes over here. I've just got this in here to stop the motor, and then it will go back through and repeat the process again. On the actual device, here's that light to symbolize the center. There's the two photoresistors, and it tracks that light. However, if I turn on the turn signal, you're telling the car that you intend to leave the lane, you know you are leaving the lane, and you're doing it on purpose, so it's not going to try and correct you.
You made a good point. We need these little rubbers.